Hello. If you want to fill up your practice with clients who are paying out of pocket, also known as private pay clients, I want you guys to take advantage of this video because today I'm going to be talking about the stages of a consultation. Okay, so in this I'm going to talk about one, two, three, four, five, six different steps inside of the consultation. I'm going to be going through them relatively quickly. But if you guys are looking for a way to actually master your consultation so that you can fill up your practice with clients who pay out of pocket, you're going to want to join my free community. I'm going to have some, more information about that at the end of this video. Okay, so stages of the consultation. The first stage is the introduction slash expectation. When someone comes on, you want to make a little bit of small talk. How's the weather going? Blah 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 blah. But you also want to let them know the purpose of this meeting. Sometimes when you're on a consultation call, the person will just fill out the form and get on the call just so they can have like a chance to talk to you. Especially if you're offering a free session. Oftentimes these people are not really interested in exactly what you have. They're just taking advantage of, free stuff. We call those freebie hunters. So we're trying to find and figure out if they're a freebie hunter at the beginning. Oftentimes if you ask them, hey, what do you hope to get out of this consultation day? They will tell you, I'm just looking for some information, or I'm just doing some free sessions, or they will tell you. And that's going to allow you to know how long to make this consultation, or what we're going to talk about. Because if they're not really serious, then I'm going to try and either I'm going to still talk to them a little bit, but then I'm going to excuse myself off the call and go move on to the next one because our time is very valuable when our practice starts to fill up. Okay, so fact finding slash expectations. Next step is the fact find. Okay, so this is where you're going to really ask them the key questions that you need to know in order to actually work with them. For therapists, each one is a little bit different depending on what you need to know and exactly how you work in your modalities. So I'm going to assume that you know what questions you need to know in order to actually work with someone. Next thing is the service selection. Okay, so generally for me, when I am working with a therapist, I have them do two things. They can either offer individual sessions or they can offer up a package, which is more of like a train program where it's either 8 weeks or 12 weeks where they're working with this person for a specific goal and a specific outcome. Okay, this is generally a higher ticket package that allows them to be able to charge $2,000, $3,000 up front for the person to want to work with them. Okay, the reason why I like doing this is because it ensures that the person is going to work with you for a specified period of time. It also ensures that you're making enough money to really cover all your expenses and to be in the black rather than being at a loss each month because of all of the other overhead. So it allows you to get in front of the overhead and allows you to have a lot more freedom to take on people who have individual sessions, okay? But you need to know which one you're going to do, whether you're going to have this person be an individual one-on-one session at a time, or whether they have a specific outcome or goal they want to reach that your new program is able to help them do, okay? So that is the service selection. The next thing you're going to want to do is the value walk. Okay, so you're going to basically walk through them and talk about what they should expect to get as a result of working with you. If you do not have this part, you're going to close a significantly fewer amount of consultations because when someone has to pay out of pocket, it's a little bit painful for them, especially if they're paying you like $200, $300 out of pocket every single time they work with you. Okay, so you have to be able to show them, you might be here now, but this is where you want to go. And every single session is designed to help you get this part of your life, okay? And then start talking to them about what, in the fact finding, you're supposed to figure out exactly what they wanted to achieve out of their life. And then start in the value walk talking about all the different ways that working with you is going to help them start to achieve those goals towards their ultimate goal, which they would have told you that as well. Okay, next thing you're going to want to do is talk about the negotiation slash logistics. Okay, so after you've done the value walk, generally the person will have been like, what's the price? Okay, and then you're going to tell them the price, whether you're doing the individual sessions or whether you're doing the package. And then the person is going to say, okay, cool. Now, what are we doing inside of this? So the first thing that you're going to do is, okay, cool. So you're getting everything that we just talked about in the value walk section. What that's going to look like is we meet either once a week or we meet blah, 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 and basically logistics of what it looks like to work with you. Notice how we did not say the logistics until the person's already talked about the price and until the person has asked about that. Because oftentimes people don't actually care about, the logistics. All they care about is, are they going to get the outcome at their end. They don't care if they have to meet with you twice a week, 3 times a week, once a month, as long as they can start to get that outcome. And if you start giving them random details that they don't really care about, they're going to start to tune you out and get bored. Okay, so we're only answering the questions that they care about. Next, after you talk about the logistics, you're just going to not say anything else and say, okay, cool. And then they're going to ask, okay, so how do I pay for this? And if you're doing individual sessions, you can either say, before our session, do it right now. Or if they're doing the program, you can give them 2 options. You can either give them option 1, which is to pay right now, the full amount. Or if they hem and haw about that, you can give them option 2, and that's a payment plan. I like to do 3 months or 2 months payment. So I split the price divided by 2 or divided by 3. Okay, especially if it's an 8-week program, then I like to divide the program by 2 because it's only 2 months. If it's a 12-week program, then I divide the payments by 3. Okay? So, there you have it. Those are the stages of the consultation. Now, if you are struggling to fill your practice with clients in a consistent manner, so what that means is you know that every single week you're going to have a certain number of consultation calls. And out of those consultation calls, you're going to get a certain number of clients. And all you have to do is rinse and repeat. And once you fill up, you just turn your system off until you're ready to use it again. Okay, I want to show you how to build that for yourself. And I do that inside of my free community. Okay, so it's a community on LinkedIn which allows you to be able to consistently increase your practice and basically control the amount of private pay clients you get, so you don't have to worry about money. You can afford to do some pro bono work. You can afford to travel. You can afford to do what you want. Have choice in your life. Okay, if that's you, go ahead and click that link in the description below. Have a great one. Talk to you soon and see you later.